Hello everyone, welcome to our first class online. Today we are going to do another artwork using still life. But Miss Patrícia, what is still life? Let me see who remember. Devo colocar umas imagenzinhas. Still life is something that doesn't move. You color something, you draw something that doesn't move. For example, this. Does it move? No, so it's a still life. What about this picture over here? This picture is not a still life because the person moves. So you're not drawing something that is static. On previous classes, we did this artwork over here. You drew the fruits inside this bowl. We are going to use the same idea to create our next artwork. When we are drawing something and we want to create the illusion that that thing looks real, we have to color, we have to paint using all the values that is on the object. In this case, the fruits. So for example, we used more than one color here because we saw that one apple is not just red. You see red, but you see a little bit of brown, you see a little bit of yellow, so you use all the colors that you see. And today we are going to get inspired by a very famous artist called Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh created a very famous painting that is called Sunflower. As you can see on this vase over here, there are a lot of sunflowers. Sunflowers are flowers that turn with the sun. They always face the sun. Vincent van Gogh created this composition to create his still life. And we are going to get inspired by his painting and create our own artwork. But we are not going to use Vincent van Gogh's sunflower for our inspiration. We are going to use a real sunflower for our inspiration. Look at this sunflower over here. Look at the petals. How many colors can you see on the petal? It's only yellow. It's only orange. Yes, so it's orange, it's yellow, it's a little bit of brown. In the middle of the flower we can see green, we can see yellow, we can see brown as well, we can see orange. So we are gonna use all this range of colors to create our artwork. So in the end, our artwork is going to look real. Let's start. So this is the image of our sunflower, and in the end it's gonna look like this. First step. We need a square piece of paper. How do you create a square piece of paper? You fold a triangle. So the line is together here. First paper and the second paper. And this part over here we are going to cut. So you take a pencil, you mark the line that you're going to cut, and then you cut over here. Now you are going to get your pencil and your eraser and draw this flower over here. You are going to use a pencil but I am going to use a marker because it's easier for you to see, okay? But you are not going to use a marker. You are going to use the pencil. First step, create a circle. Second step, you are going to create the petals. One beside the other. Now that your drawing is like this, you are going to create the petals that are behind. How? We are going to create a little triangle in the middle of the two petals. Over here. Oh. In the middle of every petal, you are going to create this shape over here. Now that our flower is done, we are gonna start painting it. You are gonna need all these colors over here. Brown, red, orange, yellow, blue, and white. The first step is going to be the petals. I've got a brush over here that is number 8. So the brush, it's small, okay? You need a small brush. Doesn't need to be 8, but it needs to be small. So on our artwork, we are going to create this gradient here that is a transition between one color to another. So we create volume. How do we do that? First, we get the orange and we put the orange at the end of the petal. Okay? Now, wash your brush. And you're going to get the yellow. Now you're gonna start from the top and go all the way down. When is the time to mix the two colors over here? You are going to, so in a circular way, you mix the two colors. And you create the transition between them two. Okay, let's do it one more time. Again, orange, and yellow. In a circular way, you mix the two colors over here. Okay? Now you're gonna do all the other petals. Now that you finish all the other petals, you are going to color these petals over here, the ones that are behind. Because these petals are at the back, their colors need to be a little bit darker. So we are going to get I'm going to use this to mix the colors. That's a cutlery they use to spread butter on bread, but you can use anything that you have in your house to mix, okay? I'm going to get a little bit of yellow and mix with a little bit of brown. When you get the color that you want, you color the petal. Just a little more. Oh, check. That is a little bit darker, but it's not too dark, okay? It's just a little darker than the other one. Now you're gonna finish. You are going to color all the other petals in between.